Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and we are back with another day of sports betting. This is going to be for Saturday, March 12th slate of NBA and college basketball games. I'm super excited to hop into it. Once again, we have a fantastic slate of both NBA and college basketball games. So I'm really excited about today, truthfully. However, I did just want to go ahead and point out really quick that at the time of recording this video, which is on the 11th, the night before at about 11 o'clock, there really are no player props available now. So there's only props for the Bucks and Warriors game. So I do have a play from that game, but other than that, I don't really have anything. So I will definitely have to add some. So they will be on my Twitter or in the pinned comment section. So make sure that you guys do. Follow me on Twitter and check the pinned comment before the games actually start. I will definitely be having at least one added play, potentially two. So make sure you guys do. Make sure you guys do that. First, I did just want to go ahead and say that as of right now, we are on the road to 6,000 subscribers. So if you guys are new, make sure you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. I want to be able to hit 6,000 by the time April comes around. So that's kind of the goal right now. So hopefully we can go ahead and do it. We had a great day yesterday. But first, I did just want to go ahead and give a shout out to all of our members as well. Thank you guys so much for giving such a small channel such a big chance. Truly does mean so much to me. And you guys are truly what keeps me going. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Let's do a quick recap as of yesterday. We've finally had a bounce back day. We had two rough days in a row. The day with the parlay was an awful day, and then we had another rough day yesterday. But we had a great bounce back day. So thank God. But we did have RJ Barrett over 3.5 assists versus Memphis. That game was an absolute joke. He played like 40 minutes, and he really didn't shoot the ball too well either, and still couldn't get any assists. And everybody in the starting five, including Alec Burks, Evan Fournier, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson, all had 4 assists, and RJ Barrett only finishes with 2. I mean, come on. Dude's getting a lot of usage rate and couldn't get anything, so, that's whatever. But then we had Hornets minus 1.5. I was going to make this game of the year, and I guess I just should have. That's literally 3 games in a row that I've been super confident in, and I just decided to kind of scrape it off, but I should have just done it. Then we had Wendell Carter Jr. over 10.5 rebounds versus Minnesota. That one was another tough beat. He literally had 10 rebounds going into the fourth quarter, and the only stat he got in the entire fourth quarter was a turnover. Other than that, he didn't do anything in the fourth quarter, so nothing you can really do about that one. But then we had Arkansas minus 2 versus LSU. That one ended up cashing for us, so that was another good bet. And then my added play was Ryder plus 4.5. I know a lot of people got it at plus 3.5, and I'm sorry about that. It was a crazy ending to the game, but they did end up losing by exactly 4. So, overall, we ended up going 3-2 on the day, so we were able to profit, thank God. So I'm ready to bounce back. I'm ready to have another good day as of today. So hopefully we can have 2 profitable days in a row. Like I said, I have 3 plays right now, but make sure to check my Twitter and the pinned comment section before the games start. So our first play of the day is going to be Chris Middleton over 2.5 threes versus the Golden State Warriors at minus 105 odds. Chris Middleton, he's been shooting and making a lot of threes recently. He has hit this exact line in 5 of his last 7 games, and I do think that he can continue that against the Golden State Warriors team. It's a very marquee matchup here, so it's going to be very exciting to watch. Also, versus Golden State, he has covered this exact line in 3 of his last 4 games. So I definitely think he can get it done again against Golden State. He normally does have some pretty good games against Golden State, so hopefully he can have another one here. And in the last 7 games, the Golden State Warriors actually allow the most three-pointers in the entire NBA to opposing small forwards. So I think we see a ton of value here for a guy that does shoot a ton of threes like Chris Middleton. And if you look at the game log of opposing small forwards versus the Golden State Warriors, but Nicholas Batum, he hit 3 against the Golden State Warriors. LeBron, he actually hit 6 against the Golden State Warriors. And Reggie Bullock had played them twice, and he hit 4 in each of them. So I think we see a ton of value here, like I said, for a guy like Chris Middleton who does shoot a ton of threes versus a Golden State Warriors team that has given up a lot of threes to the small forward position. So that's our only NBA play as of right now. But like I said, I'm definitely adding more. So just make sure you guys do check out the pinned comment section and the and my Twitter before the games actually start. So our next play of the day is going to be Kentucky -2 versus Tennessee at -110 odds. Last time that these two teams did end up matching up, Kentucky won by 28, so it wasn't even like it was close, and I do think we see a repeat of that once again. Kentucky is a very solid team this year, and if you take a look at all time, which is this stat's actually crazy. If you look at all time Kentucky versus Tennessee, Kentucky has a record of 157-76 versus Tennessee, which is an absolutely mind-boggling stat. And so I do think that we see more of that as well. History is on our side for this one. And Tennessee, despite them being a pretty solid team overall, they haven't been great against the spread here recently. They've only covered in one of their last 3 games. And at neutral site games, which is obviously that's what this one is, they are just 2-2 against the spread. So kind of a coin flip there. But as an underdog this year, which Tennessee hasn't been an underdog very often, they've only been an underdog in 6 games, but they are just 2-4 against the spread as an underdog. So anytime that they are, supposed to be losing in these games, a lot of times they do. So I think we see a ton of value here for Kentucky, truthfully. And then our third and final play of the day is going to be Norfolk State -7 versus Copping State at -110 odds. Norfolk has covered in 3 of their last 4 games, so they are just the hotter of the two teams as of right now. And when it comes to neutral site games, Norfolk is actually really solid. They actually are 4-1 against the spread in neutral site games, and I think we see another great game here from Norfolk. And following a win, they are 14-6-1 against the spread following a win. So they're great coming off of those wins. They really get that momentum going, and they just keep going. So I think that we see another advantage there. And in conference games this year, they're really solid. They are 9-6-1 against the spread in conference play. And I think we see more of that again today. I truly do. And Copping State this year, as of recently, they have only covered in 3 of their last 8 games. So they are starting to trend in the wrong direction, especially coming up here on tournament play. So I think that we see a ton of value here, especially at a 7-point spread. So we're going to, and then also Copping State in conference play this year is just 7-1 against the spread, so kind of a coin flip there. So I think we see a ton of value here for Norfolk State -7 versus Copping State at -110 odds. So, like I said, those are our only plays of the day. If you guys do want to know, because we have a full slate of college basketball again tomorrow, but make sure to check out my action. If you guys do have that app, you guys can follow me on there, and you guys can see every single bet that I put in. I bet pretty much the entire slate on both yesterday and on the 10th. So I pretty much bet on literally every single game. So if you guys do want to know what I think are good bets for each individual college basketball game, make sure to follow me on there. But that is going to do it for now. Like I said, we're on the road to 6,000 subscribers. So if you guys aren't new, make sure you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for me. This is Game Center signing out.